Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a new video because it has been so long since I've filmed anything, and excuse Ollie, I think he's just confused as to what's happening since we haven't done this in a very, very long time. But I am just so excited to be picking up the camera again, honestly. Like, I have missed talking to you guys and I've missed filming these videos and reading and all of that, but we're back now and hopefully better than ever. I don't want to talk about the last time I even posted a video. We're not going to talk about it, but we are here hopefully with a fresh start, and today we're going to be talking about all of the books that I want to read in the month of April. I know we're already into April at this point. It's been a few days. I have already done some reading, but we're gonna talk about it anyways because that's what I want to do. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. We can start with some books that I'm already in the middle of since I'm filming this a couple days into April already. First, I decided that for some reason I wanted to reread The Mortal Instruments recently, and I've honestly been having such a good time, even though they're not necessarily the best books. But I haven't read anything else by Cassandra Clare, so I felt like I needed to first go to the root of the Shadowhunter world before I read all of the other series and all of the other Shadowhunter like lore that's out there that she's written. So I did read City of Bones back in March, so obviously we're continuing on with City of Ashes this month. I am actually further along than my bookmark right now. I'm pretty much almost done with this book at this point, but obviously this is still on my books to read in the month of April, and because I figured I would fly through these pretty quickly, I'm also hoping to read City of Glass this month. So it's going to be a very Cassie Clare month, but I'm kind of loving it. So yeah, and I bought these beautiful, like, I think this is the wrong order. Yeah, there we go. They're the ones that make up the nice little spine, and it just brings me so much joy, honestly. So I'm very excited to be reading from these copies, even though I hate this like flap situation going on, but we're gonna ignore that. And then the other book that I'm already in the middle of and almost done with as well is Morningstar by Pierce Brown. This is the third book in the Red Rising series. I reread books 1 and 2 earlier this year, but I never continued on with the series even though I was really enjoying it. So I decided I needed a reread of the first two since I forgot basically everything, and I absolutely loved them. So I'm very happy to finally be continuing on the series with Morningstar. If you guys don't know what Red Rising is about, it is following our main character Darrow, and he is a red in this system that's divided based on your color, and that determines your class or your job and role in society. So the golds are the best class, and then the reds are down in the dumps and essentially slaves. And in the first one we follow Darrow, who is a red, and he ends up having to take on the role of a gold and pretend to be a gold to infiltrate the system and take it down from the inside. There's so much political intrigue in this series. It also takes place in space. I don't think I mentioned that, but we are on like Mars and Jupiter and across various like moons, and it's a sci-fi, but it's almost like the Hunger Games as well, and it's so good, honestly. I absolutely adore this series. It has wonderful characters, truly people that you want to root for. The writing is fantastic. It's got some humor, but it's still very like serious when it needs to be, and I really have been loving this series, so I'm excited to finish the original Red Rising trilogy in the month of April with Morningstar. Next on my list of books to read in the month of April is a book that I have seen a lot of people pick up recently and really, really enjoy, and I want to be on the hype train. I want to know why people are so intrigued by this series, and that is Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinniman. First of all, I kind of love these covers. I know that they're not necessarily like the most aesthetic. It's just neon colors and writing and stuff, but I kind of am obsessed with it. So I just wanted to take a moment to appreciate this cover. I am pumped. I am so excited to finally read this book. I've heard such good things about it. All I really know is that we are following our main character, Carl, who in this like post-apocalyptic world or something of that nature ends up being sucked into this reality game show survivor situation. I could be completely wrong about that, but I do know that his best friend is a cat and everybody seems to love this cat, so I would like to meet the cat as well. So I'm very, very excited. I feel like I'm really going to love this book. I've heard that it's very interestingly written and it's got some bizarre humor, and that sounds right up my alley, so I'm very excited to read this book in April. Next is a book that I picked up recently and added to my collection, and I've been wanting to read this for quite some time, but that is Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey. So this is obviously his memoir, and okay, somebody's up. This is his memoir, and I absolutely love Matthew McConaughey. I love him as an actor, as a human, and I've heard that this is really in-depth about his career and it's very inspirational, so I'm super excited to be jumping into this one. I've also heard that he narrates the audiobook, so I will definitely be picking this up on audio, but the format of this is so interesting because it's really almost like his journal. Like there are little notes and stuff, and like how cool is that? And so even though I want to listen to his voice as he narrates it, because I love when authors narrate their own like memoirs or just books in general, I also want to be able to follow along. There's a lot of like pictures in here from his career and from just his life, and I feel like I want to be able to flip through this book, so I might listen to the audiobook and follow along. I think that will be a really cool reading experience, but I know I want to get to this as soon as possible this month. And then the last book that I have on my April TBR is a classic, and that is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. This book needs no introduction. Obviously, we all know what Pride and Prejudice is about because either you've read the book or watched the movie adaptation. I have personally never read a Jane Austen book, and I figured this would be a good place to start. I have watched the movie, absolutely love it. The one with Keira Knightley, it's just, it's wonderful. And I actually watched it with some of my best friends here on BookTube. We just watched it like together virtually, and now I will never look at boiled potatoes the same. So I'm very excited to read the book that inspired the movie and see what the hype is about. I also really want to annotate this. I feel like I really enjoy annotating classics, but it's more fun when I'm doing it as an adult and not when I'm required to do it for school. So I'm so excited to finally get into this, and I don't love this cover, honestly. I mean, it's okay. It's not the best, but it is what it is. This is the copy that I own, but I would like to explore and see if there are other covers out there that I would more want on my shelves than this one. But for now, let me first read the book see if I actually enjoy it, and then we can talk about owning multiple editions of this. So that is my little stack of books that I want to read in the month of April. April is going to be a fairly busy month for me in terms of like work and life and everything, but hopefully I'm still able to make some time for reading and to be making videos again. I already have so many things planned out. I am so excited for the months to come, and I hope you guys are excited as well. Let me know down below what is on your April TBR, or if you don't make TBRs, just maybe a book that you're really excited to get to soon, whenever that may be. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!